You know, I never noticed until now, but I just didn't mention last time. The top of Skipper's Retreat is the Skipper's head. That's kind of cute. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part... Wait, did I do 33, 34, 35, 30, 36 of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. New Let's Play Plus. Last time we made it to my personal highlight of this adventure, Lanayru Sand Sea, where the desert is filled with the stuff that is coarse, rough, and irritating and gets everywhere. And so, today, we are going to go to the top of Skipper's Retreat as our first step in our Lanayru Sand Sea adventure. Because we need to get to the top of Skipper's Retreat because there's a sea chart up there so that we can proceed on to newer areas. Electrospume. At home in the desert, this monster spouts a wad-like electrified projectile that it produces internally. So basically just like the magma spumes, these things are element-based. And you're going to need either the wooden shield or the goddess shield in order to protect yourself with it. And once again, going on that element of adventure. See, more than ever, this point in Skyward Sword, the Lanayru Sand Sea, is definitely the point where you realize that, you know, Skyward Sword is linear, yes, in its world structure. But, and I do mean but, this has an element of adventure to it where you're using your skills and your items and everything else to make your way. I'm just saying. This is more like a Zelda adventure than the previous 3D Zeldas have ever been. So, yeah, I'm going to frickin' die here if I don't do something. But yeah, this place is definitely more right up my alley when it comes to, you know, what Skyward Sword's design philosophy is. You know, go on an adventure, you know, defeat monsters, use bombs to, you know, open up the way to other places. Use whatever tools you have necessary. And now that you have these things, you can go to, like, further heights. So, so I find this design pretty good. And not a terrible waste of time. It's definitely a game. This is definitely a time where I would have to say that Skyward Sword doesn't waste my time. And by the way, this is a different variation of the shield moblin, the metal shield. And basically, the only way that you're going to be able to kill this thing is to climb over its metal shield and, you know, strike it from, you know, behind. But yeah, Skyward Sword is a game that doesn't waste my time. It might waste some other people's time with it, where it can get, you know, somewhat bloated by the fact that you have to go, like, extremely long ways in order to get to the short ways. Yeah, I do agree with that. But if I have a fun experience, then I have a fun experience. It was like that for me back in 2011 when I first got this game. And it was that way when I first did my original Let's Play of this game. And it's going to be that way because even in this year where Skyward Sword HD is released and I'm playing it right now, it's still, to me, really, really fun as, you know, a game where on the surface you basically go through like an adventure. A more dungeon-like adventure. Even more so than any other game in, like, the entire series, if you will. So, that's personally what I think. That is personally what I think. And I know this. I don't tend on speaking about, you know, the stuff that I do on Twitter, but, you know, I do have to say this because, you know, it's my honest thoughts, and, you know, Twitter being Twitter, they call me a shill for liking a game, even though those are my general thoughts. Because a few weeks ago, I did actually quote tweet a Skyward Sword tweet, and it got retweeted by Nintendo themselves. And my level of excitement was like, oh my god, I actually got retweeted by Nintendo. Holy crap. And, you know, I look at your tweets, just like I read all my comments. I read all my comments, and I read all your tweets. And I respond to them in orderly fashions. I do read them, so, you know, look out. Look out. I might say something incredibly witty and not mean. Don't worry, guys. I'm not a mean person. I'm not. Except what I have to be when it comes to like Pokemon. But that's not the point. The point is, no, just kidding. I talk about them all the time, but I don't really like engage those other people. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. I like engage them in like to say something like witty, but I'm not mean. I'm not like a mean person. I'm not like I'm not like that mean guy on Twitter who's like shutting down everybody's opinion. I do it more. I'll do it as a joke, but not legitimately. I'll be like, you do this, how dare you? But I won't be like, oh, you don't like this, how dare you? Ah! Oh man, there's a big difference between legitimately, you know, hating on people for others' opinions rather than, you know, doing it as like a joke. I'm not mean. I don't shoot down other people's opinions for liking something or disliking something. So, you know, it's fine. It's all good. But like, I do read those comments, and people did call me a shill, so I was like, yeah, I got my first legitimate comments from, or tweets from people who call me a shill for liking a video game that I've liked for years. Oh, I didn't get those ones, damn it. But whatever. So, oh my god. I didn't think there were that many sand cicadas right there, what the hell. But yeah, I got called a shill, and I'm like, you know, okay. I guess that's what I get for liking a game on Twitter. Twitter can be a hard place, man, but I can't escape it. Because it's fine. It's fine. I know people don't like Skyward Sword for their own reasons. Because of its structure and design, or characters, or story, or maybe something else entirely. But I hope you understand why I personally like it. It's definitely not my favorite Zelda game anymore, like I said in the 2013 when I first made a Skyward Sword Let's Play, but I can acknowledge its flaws while also having a fun time with it. And now this version of Lene Rusansi I can get behind, because yeah, I can get behind this one like a true mad lad. And we got the ancient sea chart. This old map details the area as it was long ago, before the sea succumbed to the desert sand. Master, look over there. This is the ship containing Nehru's flame. There is a 90% chance that the synthetic life forms assembled here are the crew. This image would indicate the ship's captain spent many happy days among his many crew members. You can definitely tell that for sure. That's Titanic. And that's Skipper. I really like this room a lot because it feels ancient and old. But at the same time, it contains a lot. You can tell that it contains a lot of history here. So I just really like it. Also, there's nobody here. Either way, we will be back here for a different purpose later. Let's see. Do I actually... I know there's a... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, I know there's like a zip line down there. And those sand cicadas can respawn. Yeah, did I? You know, I probably shouldn't be, like, overthinking it. Probably shouldn't be overthinking that. I do believe I got, like, all of the... Did I? I think I did. I mean, obviously, I'll check. Obviously, I'll check my list. You know, just in case I do end up missing them. We will be back here later anyway. So, I might guess it probably won't even matter anyway. It's fine. All right, we do get to... Oh! You know what? I just realized. Yeah, I wanted to jump down from that one place because there is a treasure chest right there. I just sort of forgot, but very thankfully the zip lines do stay. It's actually the very first time I ever actually used these zip lines to go back up, and I actually didn't know about that. Thank God they're automated. Okay, so dive down. And this is very easy to get to. Okay. So, open up this chest and you will find a silver rupee. Very nice, very nice. Alright, so that's everything that we can do here for now. So, we pretty much done what we needed to do anyway, so we are going to head back to the place where the skipper is. And we shall see what we can do now. You got the sea chart, Vroom. Now we can finally navigate properly, Zert. Rupee, let's go look for my ship. Yes, we shall. Anchors away! Anchors away, baby! Open up the sea chart and there is an entirely new area opened up. The shipyard is at this location. Let me mark it for you with the X. But never you worry, I know where I'm going. The shipyard is where we used to build our ships, Vert. My ship was built there too, Vreep. If we go to the shipyard, you might find clues to the location of my ship, Zert. Alright, let's do it. Let's go. Once again, it's a little bit disappointing that we can't actually, that there's actually nothing really to this. I mean, the fact that we're sailing out, that we have a different mode of transportation is nice. And the fact that we have what is essentially like 3 different areas to explore. Well, that is the port, you know, the thing, and then, you know, the shipyard is pretty cool. You know, however, aside from the things that you probably will need to do for the story, there is definitely the lack thereof of, you know, anything to do aside from, you know, killing these fools. So this is a good time to show you what this is like. So you can kill these spumes regardless of whether or not they're in the water or not. So that's all fair and good. And you don't really have to kill all of them. It's all good. It's fine. And oh, there's bokoblins here. Oh, hi. Kill you all at once. Or rather, just leave that one alive. Yes, you shall be alone. You'll be alone with all of the stuff. Yes, be alone. I am the bokoblin slayer. Yo, bokoblin slayer. There should be a Zelda anime like that. Bokoblin slayer, as a parody of, you know, the Goblin Slayer. You know. You know, the one where the first episode was crazy and then the rest of them are pretty tame by comparison. Yeah. It's all fun and games until episode 1 starts showing its colors. We've arrived. Vroom. This is the island where we used to make our ships. Bzzt. You'll find the shipyard here, as well as the town where the workers lived. Vroop. That building is the construction bay. Vroom. But the entrance is closed. Looks like you can't get in. Because of course you can't. I have a feeling that you've gone through this a lot lately, huh? Each location on the island is linked to the others via a minecart track. Vroom. You might be able to get to the back door at the construction bay if you can get around to the other side of it using a minecart. Burzert. There's a minecart station over there, Zert. You should head to the station first. I'll wait here. Fool whip. Yes, you shall. And yeah, it seems a little bit weird that I'm going to go through this whole thing entirely without you know, spending way too much time on like a single location. I basically want each individual part of this to be its own video because, you know, if I were to do all of them, we would be here for like over 30 minutes and I'm not about to leave you guys with an extremely long video. No. That's what part 1 and the finale are for. And possibly maybe a dungeon or 2, but that's not the point. The point is, next time on Skyward Sword HD, we're going through the shipyard. See all there is to see there. Or here. See you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching. And wait a minute, do I have... I gotta check something real quick. Okay, good. For some reason, I didn't really check. For some reason, I didn't necessarily check the bird statues by pressing A. Well, thank God. They don't really... That doesn't really count. All you really need to do is just to go near the bird statue to activate it. Thank God. Alright. So we'll see you guys on the next time. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.